Hello everyone, this is your stitchy friend from the Philippines. This is James the page teacher. How are you doing? I hope you are doing fine. I'm very okay. For those who are watching for the first time, this video is all about cross stitching, and for those who are returning viewers, thank you very much for coming back. I hope you will like this video that I have prepared to every one of you. So for on this video, this is not a regular Flosstube update, but this is a Flosstube extra. So this is Flosstube extra number 4, which is I'll be sharing to you my charts, my collections for the past more than a year. So I've been collecting PDF charts and also on print charts. So I'll be sharing to you those who have not yet have touched. And also on this video I'll be revealing last month's or the last month of August my stitching buddy, although I've already revealed it on the YouTube community and also on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my account is James the Page Teacher. Some of you already know who was my stitching buddy on the last of August, so I'll be revealing it on this video, and also my stitching buddy for the month of September. So I will also give you two pictures of my mystery stitching buddy. Okay, so shall we start? Starting off with my chart parade are my DMC Philippines charts. So these are small charts. Usually these are freebies whenever I purchase threads, beads, patterns, uh, fabrics. So they usually have freebies like this. So first off we have a Floral Star. So as you can see at the back, it can be FFO'd as in a hoop or in a bag or something like a decor. So here in the Philippines, our Christmas season starts on September. So every time September 1, every September 1, there will be Christmas songs playing on the radio and also on TVs, and the people are starting to decorate Christmas decors on their houses or in their offices or on the mall. And one of the festivals here in the Philippines is the Parole Festival. We call this one Floral Star as Parole or Lantern. Yes, lantern. So they have this giant parole or the giant Christmas lantern or the floral lantern. So sometimes, usually decorate the parole or the lanterns are on the streets. Of course, there are lights and on the malls. Another Christmas themed chart is this one. Let's decorate. So this one I already started to stitch the frame because we on our Facebook group, local Facebook group, stitching group, we have a challenge here in September that we need to stitch and finish a Christmas themed decor that is a small one. So this is at least 30 by 30, but this is 50 by 80, I think. So I've started this one, so you will see the progress on my um, Instagram account and also on the next Flosstube updates. So let's decorate. Next chart is Mexican summer Mexican flowers. This is a cross stitch, but so at the back here there is a product sample. It can be stitched on a bag, tote bag, or on a pillow, or on a hoop. At first I think it's an embroidered chart, but based on the but this is a cross stitch chart. Next, these are flowers. First one is the bouquet culi. I don't know how to pronounce this one. It's simple. So here's the product sample. It can be on a pillow, and the last one is this flower. And it has also a product sample, a bag or on a black dark pillow. Also so there are some freebies that I received, but I haven't seen it where I didn't know where I put those. There is a pattern from I think from a BTS member, Korean pop group, and then also a knitting chart, but I haven't found it. So let us go now to more DMC Philippines chart. The first one, these are the fruit series of their uh, DMC inspirations. We have the blueberries. Sorry for the glare. There you go. And then we have apples. Then peaches. And the last one we have oranges. So as you can see on the background, these are also stitches. But I think if I will be stitching these charts, I'll be stitching it on a fabric that is close to this color. So this is also a full coverage chart, the fruits. And I also have some charts here, another charts from DMC. We have the monarch birds, and then the bower birds, then we have flower scenery, a full coverage chart. Wait, sorry for the glare. And then stairway, I also have here two moon patterns from DMC Philippines. If you have seen my whip parade, I have two DMC moon patterns that are whip. So these are the remaining two. We have the golden moon and then the moonlight waterfalls. So it has DMC light effects, or a metallic thread that is used on this pattern. And then I also have this one, Flamingo at Sunset. So I already have a whip of this companion chart, which is the summer night. So this is the companion of summer night. So Flamingo at Sunset. Look at the color. I love the colors. And the last one from DMC Philippines, DMC Inspiration. This is Village. Okay, so those are my DMC Philippines charts, or DMC Inspiration charts. So let's proceed to the next. First is, this is a chart that I have won from Country Stitchers. This is from Country Cottage Needlework. This is In the Meadow. And it has a note from Deb and Liz. So I think I won last year, and then it came on January or February this year. And in this one, I have a book, Autumn at Not Forgotten Farm. This is also from the Country Stitchers that I won on their, I think, 25k subscribers, I think, or their anniversary, Flosstubers, last year. And another, we have Morning Light. And then I also have here Pick of the Crop. This is from Just Cross Stitch. And Batty Hat and Boo from Chessman. So these are all my winnings from the Country Stitchers. So let us go now with my full coverage charts. These are courtesy of Heaven and Earth Design. These are PDF charts. So let's start off with a chart from Michael Hayes. This is Athena. Next is from Dominic Davison. This is the Mediterranean Harbor. I purchased this one because it is also a bit similar to the mini sunset in Venice. Although this is a regular chart, but it's similar. It has a sunset and also a beautiful scenery. Another chart from Dominic Davison is the mountain cabin or cabin. This chart I won on, I've won this one from Jemima, the Rocking Stitcher. She was doing a giveaway, and I was luckily chosen to have this chart. So she chose this one on one of my uh, wish list. Next is a freebie chart or a free chart. This is Freebie Harmony by Ching Chu Quick. Another free chart. This is from Stephanie Pumenlo. This is Unicorn. So whenever there are free charts on paid site or on the Facebook group of the official Heaven and Earth, so I I quickly download the chart. Next is a mermaid. This is Mermaid at Sunset from Elena Lazareva. So I love the color of the background and also the mermaid. This one is from Ciro Marchetti. It's the Magic Forest. A free chart. This is from Linda Raven Scroff. This is Phoenix Rising. Another free. We have John and Wright. This is Deep Blue Sea. This one is from Dominic Davison. This is a mini Victorian garden. This is from Donna Gelsinger, the Spring Chapel. So mostly the charts that I have been purchasing, as you have noticed, I want to have the backgrounds are on different colors. So I chose backgrounds that have not, I don't like charts that have solid backgrounds. That most of most of the chart here are colored black, but I want it to be colors everywhere. This one is from Ruan Manning. This is Mini River Walk Charm. So these are my newly purchased chart. First is from Ciro Marchetti again. This is Spirit of Autumn. So on Ellie Welly Stitcher, on her one of her videos, she mentioned that she will be starting this one on her birthday in the month of November. So I messaged her uh, if I want to join with her stitching this one, because my birthday is also in the month of November. So you will be expecting to see this one on my birth month, the month of November, the Spirit of Autumn. And I think um, the Stitch Kittiers also are planning to stitch this one, I think this month of September. Okay, so those are my full coverage chart. There is one chart that I had not printed. I think an Amy Stewart chart. That was the Animal Kingdom regular chart. So next are charts from Autumn Pattern Studio. These are also digital charts. First up we have Manila CS646 from Autumn Pattern Studio. So most of the structures here I can't recognize because I haven't been in Manila for years. I think I was only 3 years old when I visited Manila, and then I am here in Davao for almost 2 decades or 3 decades. So, but I purchased it because it's from the Philippines. Next is Odessa from Ukraine, and the last one is Lviv. So I have a whip on this one, which is Kiev. This is in support for the Ukrainian stitchers. During that time, I think that was on March, April, May. So I decided to purchase these patterns in support for the Ukrainian stitchers. Next are my Forest Embroidery PDF charts. First off, we have the Emerald City. This is a free chart. I think this was their stitch along chart 2 years ago, I guess. And this one is from their bird series. We have the red Cardinals. So I already finished 5 of these. So there are 2 remaining patterns. One of this is red Cardinals and the other is the titmice. So this week, last week I've already started this one with my stitching buddy of the month. So this is titmice, and then I also have misty butterflies. And then the ringing dragonflies. I also have this beautiful 100 owls chart, which is a free chart from Forest, and the pumpkin color autumn chart. This is also a free chart. And the last one, we have the cats have arrived. Also a free chart from Forest. So those are my PDF charts from Forest, Awesome Pattern Studio, and Heaven and Earth Design. Next charts that I will be sharing to you are my Fancy Lady charts. So last year I was very obsessed with full coverage and also Forest charts. This year, as a stitcher, I had evolved on my preference or the type of charts that I want to stitch, and I have evolved from full coverage to fancy fancy ladies shorts. So for a month now, I guess starting from August, I haven't touched my full coverage shorts. I have been very obsessed on stitching and purchasing my fancy ladies. So first off, we have my Mirabilia charts. I will be including those charts that I have been working on also. First up is we have the Mermaid of the Pearls. Usually I'm obsessed on the Mirabilia's OOP charts because they are very gorgeous, and the designs are very beautiful and detailed. So this one is Mermaid of the Pearls. Okay, this one is I haven't yet opened. We have a fairy. We have the Adia the Garden Fairy. What I love about her is this beautiful jeweled design that she's holding, and also her wings. So someday I'll be stitching this one. Next is the Emerald Mermaid. I love the colors of her her tail, and it has less beads and only one metallic thread used. So another fairy, we have the Lily of the Woods. She's sleeping on a tree. This one is another fairy. This is Titania, the queen of the fairies. So not yet open. This is one of the first chart that I had purchased. We have the Waiting for Ships. This one is the Enchanted Mermaid. So I have planned to stitch this one, but when I saw the beads and the treasures, it's expensive, and I tried to add to cart it on 1 to 3 stitch, and my eyes got wide open when I saw the price. So it's an expensive one, but if you finish this one, definitely she is gorgeous. Next, another mermaid. We have the Siren of the Shipwreck. Next is the Sun Goddess. This one is my first Mirabilia chart. This is the Aphrodite Mermaid. So already finished this one. This is my first purchase on 1 to 3 stitch. This is Gypsy Queen. So it took a month and 2 weeks, I guess, to receive this charts. I have purchased um, Royal Holiday and Lady of the Mist last July, and I'm still waiting for it. So I hope it will come. This one, another finish, is the Autumn Queen. This is a whip, a Midsummer Night's Fairy. So these are mostly whips. This is my recent purchase, courtesy of Mr. Moy Cinco, or on Instagram, his account is the closet self. So he has a stash of his Mirabilia charts, and I've purchased two of these. We have first is the Muka. So um, he sold it by by set, and the partner of this one Muka is the Sleeping Beauty. So actually my target is the Sleeping Beauty because it is an OOP, since it is a set, so I purchased also, I mean, it Muka is included on the set. So I've started already this chart. So I am dreaming of having this one. So fortunately, Mr. Moy has this one, and I've also seen this one on one of the Flosstubers. We have, I think, Sarah stitching Sarah Stitch's spot. So when she's having a Flosstube video, on her background is a framed Sleeping Beauty. So I am very eager to want this one and stitch this one. So right now I am stitching this one, so I'll be posting a progress of this one in the coming days. So Sleeping Beauty. So those are my two recently purchased chart. I have purchased another two, which are OOPs. So I'll be sharing that one on my next Flosstube update. Okay, another mermaid, we have the Deepest Love. And the Winter Queen. And the last chart is my Autumn Queen. So those are my already whips. So I haven't yet received the Summer Queen. I hope I can receive it so I can start it. So those are my Mirabilia charts. Next, my last collection are my, I want to share this. These are my Bella Filipina charts. So I am wanting to have all of them. So right now there are, I think, 44, 45 um, charts of this one, Bella Filipina. So right now I have now 25, I guess. So I need to purchase more, mga 15 more charts. So let's start off with some of the whips. So the you have seen this one. We have Reina de las Flores, Reina Paz, and Portrait of Maria Clara. And I also have Reina Mariposa. And where is the first chart that I bought? You will see this one later. Okay, next we have the Queen Flower Fairy. We have Aquamarina. We have Goddess Aphrodite. These are the recent released um, designs of Bella Filipina. This is the Aphrodite goddess. So I'm awaiting the fabric. Hopefully it will come next week because I already tracked it on our on Philippine Post Office, and it's already there and just waiting for it to arrive next week. Then we have Aquila, the Queen of the Skies. This is in celebration for with our Independence Day last June. And then we have the Nereid Galatea. I think this is a release in celebration for their 7th anniversary of Bella Filipina. Another mermaid, we have the Akoya Pearl Mermaid. This one is a goddess, the Earth Goddess. Look at the color. She's very, very beautiful. And this one is a fairy, the Autumn Equinox Pixie. This one is a Christmas design themed. We have the Star of Christmas. And then we have Hanan, the deity of the morning, and she has a companion chart which is Mayari, the deity of the moon. And recently, this September, Bella Filipina released their third companion, which is Tala. So this is the picture of Tala. These three are sisters. So I am also planning to stitch those three and also purchase the third celestial goddess. Next we have Maria Makiling. We have Queen Sari. Anemone. This one is a colorful one, which is Fairy Iridescence. Look at the colors. This one is a fancy lady, which is Azotea. Okay, this is my first chart. We have the Rosa Mystica, although it has already a finished one. Let's have the Enchantress of the Abyss. Look at that. We also have Luna Mystica. We have Pearl of the Orient Seas. And the last one, is we have Aphrodite, queen goddess of the sea. So those are my Bella Filipina charts. I hope that I can collect all of them this year if I still have money. So every payday I make sure that I have a portion on purchasing Bella Filipina chart. So on my next plus job update of Bellas and Mirrors, you will see hopefully another purchase um, Bella Filipina chart. So those are my charts on Chart Parade. And lastly, I'll be sharing to you, or I'll be revealing to you last month's stitching, or my mystery stitching buddy. And these are the pictures from week 1 to week 4. And my mystery stitching buddy for the month of August last month is Miss Maggie the Kitschy Whips. So thank you very much, Miss Maggie. I really enjoyed stitching my project. I hope Miss Maggie also. I think Miss Maggie also enjoyed stitching her Autumn Lane Stitchery project. Now let us go to this month's mystery stitching buddy. So I've asked this person, this stitcher, at the first week of September, and she happily agreed to do this stitching buddy. And this stitcher decided to stitch or start a new project. It is a sampler. This is Asian sampler. Since since this is September sampler, so I chose to start a new whip, which is from Forest Embroidery, the Red Cardinals. So these are the two pictures of my mystery stitching buddy for the month of September. So have you guessed who is my mystery stitching buddy this month? If you want to guess, you can comment down below who is my stitching buddy. And on my next Flosstube update, I'll be revealing another picture of my stitching buddy with also the whip that he or she is stitching, and also my my whip. Okay, so I think that's for it for my Flosstube extra number 4, the chart parade. I hope you liked it. I hope you have inspired, or maybe somehow got an idea on what chart would you like to purchase. And see you on my next regular Flosstube update. Happy stitching everyone, and have a great day.